Cockroaches, cockroaches, why are you here? I've baited the house, you're a pain in my rear. It was suggested by one of my viewers that I become a stand-up comedian. I cannot do the stage, oh my word. I clam right up, especially after I get older. When I was young, I'd be trembling before I'd go on stage, but I could black out everything around me and just pretend I was that character and I was in that place. It didn't stop me from shaking, but it did keep my voice from trembling. But when I got older, and I started trying out for different plays because an actress is what I really wanted to be, I'd lose key when I was singing. I'd be trembling. All my breath would go away, and you can't project your voice when you're like... So, yeah, I don't think I can. I don't know, I'm going to be 64, and getting older makes you bolder. So there's always a possibility that I might be able to do something like that. I've never tried. Hey, I could start out in some skanky bar. But it kind of has to come to me. I don't know, I can't just turn it on. It has to just be. My mindset right now is stuck on poverty, and I'll tell you why. I've been watching videos about how to increase my subscriber base, and I remember rule number 1. If you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. They say that if you don't ask, you won't get it. So I'm asking. And he said it has to be pretty close into the beginning, like in the first minute and a half. And I missed the boat. 2:37. I think they only watch me about 2 minutes sometimes. And they're like, who is that old lady and what is she talking about? I guess I'm talking about being Poe in Florida. You used to be able to be Poe in Florida. And then they put all the prices up and just kept going up. But I guess that's the whole world. But really, Florida's where you could escape. The price of gas was always like lower than everywhere else. The minute you hit South Carolina, it was like, yeah. Now it's like, oh God. What do you do? And everybody, well, not everybody, some people on my channel have confidence in me. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain where I've been. To hell and back. And back in hell. No. Seriously, though, here's the thing. In the end, we were making $40,000 and maybe a bit under before he got sick because we were losing ground at the flea markets. Things were changing. Our generation who bought from us was now starting to sell off. We've lived twice through flooding of the market with antiques. The first time was when the internet came online and eBay became a thing. We lost 2/3 of our customer base at the shows. When was that? In the 90s? Late 90s, early 2000s, and I refused to go online. I said, no, I'm standing my ground. I don't believe in computers. I know I was crazy. What can I tell you? I wanted to be the Wilderness Family. I didn't want to be the Technological Wonders family. I still don't like to. Well, let me put it this way. Technology is so wonderful in many areas and so bad in many more. What do I mean? I don't know. Let me think. Technology separates us from each other. Instead of my talking in the grocery line with strangers, I'm talking to myself in a little box. Instead of going out shopping and finding cute little stores, you go to Amazon. Oh, that's a good price. I'll take that one. Instead of writing a letter, you tap out an email. There's nothing to hold, nothing to save, nothing to cherish. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to call this video. But here's what upsets me. Well, let me rephrase it. It doesn't upset me. It just makes me go, when people think I'm gonna, I don't know, end up homeless on the street. I'm not that mentally ill that I would end up there, because a lot of times things happen like that because of drug addiction, because of mental illness untreated. Sometimes, yes, stupid decisions can do it. And that's where I guess I feel like, how stupid do they think I am? I navigated the greatest disaster of my life all alone. Yes, all alone. I didn't know what was happening to Dennis, and he didn't know what was happening to him, but he knew there was a mental health element to it. But now I understand. You see, nobody looked at the COPD, and COPD works in such a sinister way as it creates great anxiety, because the body's like, computer alert, computer alert. It knows the greatest computer, our brain. It knows there's something seriously wrong here. Shortage of air, buildup of CO2, emergency. And the anxiety was so great that he couldn't deal with life anymore. Dennis, what should we do about the... I don't know. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to breathe. That left me in the position of Grand Poobah. Burgermeister Meisterburger. King of Hearts. Wait a minute. Queen of Hearts. That was a horrible time in my life. When I think about it, I feel the trauma rising up inside of me. When I realized I was shit out of luck at the end of 2016, I completely lost it. I've said this before, I know. I completely lost it. And yet, I picked up my little girl pants and I traversed on. And I worked it out. Because I think, and I make lists. I love to make lists. I still have lists. I have lists for my life today, but I erased it off my board because Finn wanted my write-on wipe-off board, but I took a little picture of it. I also have one board that I did not erase. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, let me go find it. Let's talk about lists. The latest board. I need to remind myself why. I am defying the powers that be. So what if I'm below the poverty guideline in income? Kiss my cake. Ooh, I'd love to kiss some cake. Why sell? rising rent, repairs that I may never realize that back. History may not get opportunity again to get the price I've been offered. The noise of the weekend shenanigans here. It's not as bad as it was when he was alive. Bless his heart. Decaying trailers all around me. No car. I can't afford it. Aging trailer. It's just like an aging car, let's face it. Fix or repair daily. I've got stuff here I'm not fixing. I can't. Chance to visit my daughters more regularly. A chance to go and sell some of my stuff. A chance to travel while I'm doing that. I'm bored. I have too much space. There's too much to clean. There's too much to upkeep. They're going to start building across the street possibly, though I'm not sure of that. And that's going to increase my traffic and the noise. Why would I stay? It's half the list of why I should sell. Why I should stay is, it's home. It's comfortable. It's convenient. It's near my other kids. It has a pool, which I never use. It's Florida, and I have a face. Too much stuff. It's a place for my daughters to visit me. I could rent it out. Subsidies? I don't know what that meant. Van life is hard. Those are my reasonings. And yet, I'm choosing to leave. Here's the thing. I was in worse financial condition in 2016 in that there was no income coming in anymore. And I was living off our savings. Now I'm going to take what's left of my resources and I'm going to try to create something better, you see. Go to a low-income apartment. Hide! Hide! Run! I can't do that. You see, that isn't Nikki Page. That isn't me. I don't run and hide. I get right out there in the face of the tornado and I say, up yours! And then it sucks me in and off I go. No, I'm joking. You can beat me to the pulp, but you're not gonna bury me. They can't do it. I'm too strong. I'm too ornery. I'm too crazy. Nope. Just like in Forrest Gump. Remember when, what was he? Was he a sergeant? You know, the guy with no legs. Went out in the storm and he got up on the crow's nest. That was the best part of the movie, in my opinion. Say no to the man. Fight against the man. Rage against the machine. Poverty. They'd love to keep me down. They'd love to sit me in a chair and make me watch Dancing with the Stars. Why do I always go back to that one? Probably because the concept of The Bachelor is, ugh. That's creepy, okay? At least Dancing with the Stars, they're accomplishing something. Not very well, but they're accomplishing something. I've only seen little blips of it, like when Dennis was, scrolling through the channels because I never got the remote. And there'd be someone twirling around. Or I might see something on YouTube quick. I think I did watch, what's that guy from Fox? Fox News? What was his name? I don't know. One of the big wig, he does an evening program. What's his name? Carlton Arms? No. I don't know, but anyway, I saw him. He was terrible. Oh my God. Republicans can't dance. I'm joking. If you're a Republican, I apologize. I don't know if Democrats can dance either. I don't remember any particular one on Dancing with the Stars. If you do, let me know and I'll review it and let you know if Democrats can dance. Russians can dance very well. Only certain ones, though. Why do I go off on tangents? I don't know. Greeks love to dance. They really get down. Their dances are fun. It's kind of like gymnastics. So anyway, I don't know about anybody else. I'm not familiar. So back to poverty. I noticed that the majority of my big videos are always on poverty. Look, I watched some of these, living under the poverty level videos, and I'm unimpressed, okay? Just because you're spending below poverty level doesn't mean you have any such experience on really, truly living below the poverty level. Because if you, dear, are a millionaire from living below the poverty level, you were never in poverty, okay? I'm amazed how many people love that channel, and yet it is so off base. What if she got some horrible disease, God forbid? I don't wish it on anyone. Had to fight for her Social Security and started to have to use that money up, though $1 million ought to go quite a long ways. That's not poverty, okay? And anyone else who has a large amount of money in reserve and an income that is above poverty level, you're not poverty level. You're not even 200% poverty level, lady. Boy, people will eat anything, won't they? They'll consume anything and believe it as fact. And for that crazy subscriber to say, you've got money in the bank, you're not poor. I don't have that money in the bank yet. And even if I did, do you really think $33,000 on $883 a month is going to get me out of poverty? You're dense. I don't like dense people, okay? Maybe they're under some sort of guilt thing. Look, poop happens, and it happened to me. And I've fought tooth and nail to survive this. And I have. And I'm damn proud, folks. I'm proud. I live in a relatively decent little box. It's bigger than I even need. I don't need all this. It's a realization, When I was young, I wanted the children to have their own rooms. I wanted to have a little school room because I was a homeschool mom. I wanted to have a little bit of land and a garden. I never got it while they were young because I wanted to follow my husband and be with him. And as you know, he was a rolling stone. Boy, did we have fun. Like Rachel always says to me, she's my oldest girl, in Texas. She said, I've seen and done more things than anyone I've ever met. Most kids went to regular school and they stayed in that town most of their lives. A lot of people have not even been out of their state. My children saw every single state except for Hawaii and Arkansas. I'm going to go see Arkansas. He wouldn't let me go see Arkansas. He says, there's nothing there. People tell me it's gorgeous. Why would he say there's nothing there? We never even get to go check out the antique stores or an auction or something. I was told back then, in the 80s, that there was a ton of antiques there. Dang. I wonder if there still are. Nobody wants them now anyway. Who cares? Changing my life. I'm smart. I am. I'm not educated smart, okay? Sometimes I spell words wrong, excuse me, on my, videos. I do go back and correct it if someone brings it to my attention. Sometimes I'm not sure, does that look right? But I think everybody asks that pressing question. Sometimes a word just doesn't look right, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Oh my God. Growing old sucks. It's all right. Actually, I think there's a lot of highlights to growing older. One is you just don't care anymore. Look at my hair. It's like, oh, this doesn't look right. Hey, I'm doing my own. Talk about below poverty level haircut. Yes, poverty guidelines. What does it mean? It means that I'm not making as much as the Joneses. So, I still want to realize my best life ever. I don't care if I have to drag my sorry, broken butt across the ground. I'm gonna go see Niagara Falls. Maybe I'll get a scooter. Maybe I'll get a wheelchair van ramp thing. Right. As you can see, I'm very well versed in that sort of thing. And up Dave Ramsey. Okay? He made his millions on the great misfortunes of others. Listen. They don't understand. They were never put in this position alone. Broken. In the winter of their lives, not the spring. I'm not a young woman. When this happened to me, I was 57 years old when he first got sick. We were going to build up our income again because it was going to be the two of us once Bonnie went to college. I was pretty broken, though. I don't know how well I was going to do, but we had that in mind, right? And then I start to listen to these algorithm guys. You need more subscribers, and this is how to do it. Well, what if I don't want to do it that way? Then I guess I don't get more subscribers. That's the way it goes. I didn't do any particular plan when my living below 100% poverty line just blew the hell up. 89,000 viewers and still, or is it 90 some? I don't know. I haven't looked. Last count was 89,000. I'm sure you'll leave in the comments what the exact number is. Thank you. I don't know if I want to make videos about what people view the most in my channel, which is poverty. What if I don't want to concentrate on poverty? What if I don't have anything more to say about poverty? Oh, I always have something to say about everything. I wish I had a donut. I love donuts, especially the cinnamon sugar ones. Don't ask me why I've veered off. I guess it's because I have a half a cup of coffee and no donut. Oh God, I hope when I get to van life I don't start buying donuts because see, a lot of the good stuff is without the car. I can't go through a drive-through. I can't get to the grocery store. Finally, when I do get to the grocery store because someone's bringing me, I've come to my senses. You remember the episode in which I wanted to throw my face into a Pepperidge Farm cake? It would probably be coconut. I love coconut cake, and I love lemon cake, and I do love their chocolate cake. I probably have one of each. I never like anything with the jelly in the middle. That's nasty. Red velvet. I don't like that. Cake and fruit, in my mind, don't mix. Well, no, that isn't true because I love strawberry shortcake or any cake that's layered with cream, strawberries, berries, little juicy things. Father's Day. Tomorrow, is it? And there'll be no cake? Well, actually, we're celebrating on Monday. I canceled my chiropractic appointment and my massage. I know. Look, this is their first Father's Day without their father. I'm not blowing it. I'm going to make it as easy and smooth as possible. Yes, because I put others before me. It's probably why I'm in half the crap I'm in. You know what? It always works out. Call it God. Call it the angels. Call it the ancestors. Call it the universe. It always works out for me. Look, I took the ravages of a life-changing hurricane. We'll call it a hurricane. Came through my life and tore it all the hell apart. And I rose above it. After I finished crying and banging my head against the wall, I snapped to and I said, what can I do? What is the best course of action and how fast should I do it? And I got my little pudgy rump to work and I made history for me. And I'm going to do it again. And all of you naysayers, you're going to be homeless. You're gonna, I don't know. You'll never make it in van life. Well, maybe I won't choose van life. Maybe I'll go tent life, lady. She can't live in a van. She's too broken. I can live in a box if I want to. I've been thinking about that polyurethane box idea. What if you put like a bunch of refrigerator boxes there? I'm joking. Honestly, I'm joking. But you know, I have thought about straw bale houses and, you know, bermed houses and yurts. I still have the book, How to Build a Yurt. Oh, a yurt on 5 acres. Almost paradise. Ugh, I can't hit them high ones. It hurts. I'm not using my diaphragm because I think it's broken. Yeah. Okay, well, when I do that, you can't see inside my shirt, right? Scary. Sometimes you look back at your videos and you're like, oh no. But that's it. I'm done rambling. It's 27 minutes, and before, what happens when my videos break off at the end, it stops and jumps and makes a second video, which I'm just not going to put up, and that's what happened in a couple previous videos. So I'm going to quit now while I'm ahead before it cuts me off, because I only have, oh wow, so I have 55 minutes, but the magic number is 33, and then, so I'm going ahead of time. The other thing that guy was saying about increasing your numbers is experiment with lengths. Excuse me, I'm a little bubbly. Experiment with lengths, like try a 1 minute video, 2, 4 minutes, whatever, and see what people respond to best. You know what? If you don't like it, move on. That's how I see it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I love y'all. I really do. Whoever you are and whatever you've said to me, I love humanity. I know we all got our issues. Fear not. Just keep trucking. That's my story.